Hey, good evening, everyone. Good
Evening. Welcome to
evening.
Islands Wednesday.
Hey, happy days. We got good show. We got a couple good things to talk about, and Amy's got some new videos that she's going to show. So, what you got? What are the videos? I forget. You had
Uh,
the new
the,
ship,
the new Norwegian, something about the world America that we talked about MSC last week, and the celebration key.
Celebration Key. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we did talk about all those things. So, yep. So we do have a new drink. So Hemingway Daiquiri. If you've seen it, haven't seen it, it's posted.
I'm getting ready to share it. Yeah.
She's going to share it. So Hemingway Daiquiri.
Cheers.
So what it looks like a martini, right? It is a martini. I don't know why I call it a daiquiri. It's got a cherry in the bottom. It's got this is made with rum instead of vodka, so that's why. So it also has a little bit of it does a couple of different things in there. Has lime juice in it. It has cherry. It had a splash of grenadine, and there's one ingredient I'm leaving out after the white rum. Can't remember what
I
it
don't.
is.
Yeah, I don't
I just
remember.
made it. It's I'm drawing a blank. Okay. All right. Hold on. Well, I'll look at. I'll be right back to you with it. But go ahead. You're on.
Oh, what are you starting out this morning? Or this
Yes.
morning?
Yes.
What are you starting out with?
I'm gonna figure out what the thing is.
Okay,
I just
so I'm
posted it
gonna
and just made it.
start off with Norwegian. They released a new video, or a video, I should say,
I'm gonna come back.
of the new NCL Aqua, that's going to be coming out in 2025. So I'm going to show you
Hmm.
that. So let's see. Well, if it loaded. Sometimes it doesn't like to load. Well, just kidding. We're going to talk about the World America because we did talk about last week. MSC. For some reason, the Norwegian one didn't load. So let's show you the World America, the new ship that's coming out next year, 2025. Dennis and I told you we will be on the inaugural, so we'll be very excited. We already got our invitation, which is crazy. They send out a year in advance. But we're going to show you a video for this right now. Let's get it big here. There it is.
Yep.
So
Good
that's
job.
exciting.
Very exciting. Nice ship. So the size, it's going to be 215,000 tons, 863, and then it'll hold 6,700 passengers, roughly, depending on if it's 2, 3, 4 passengers in the cabin, and 1,093 feet long. So it is epic. And if the Oasis class ships are 226, 228, Icon is 250, but all the other ships in the whole fleet of any other cruise line are all under 200. And so they're breaking the 200 mark, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So grapefruit juice. Cheers. I forgot the ingredient, but it's grapefruit juice because I didn't have grapefruit juice.
And that's why
I had to use pineapple,
but
splash
I
of
don't drink
orange,
grapefruit, so that's good you
and
didn't.
rum, and yeah. So grapefruit and
It's
lime
good you didn't
juice,
because
and
I'm not at
but look at the
not a
posting
grapefruit
because I
person.
have the recipe in there. I do like grapefruit juice. Like that's why I couldn't remember what it was. So I made it without, and it's actually really good.
Okay. All right. So I did
Almost 100%.
Do you want to cover anything? Because I did the Norwegian one. I got to load while that one was.
Yeah,
coming.
we're gonna talk.
So go ahead.
I got to go with this really exciting Port Canaveral. I read a big article on Port Canaveral, several actually. Port Canaveral's expanding. They have 6 main terminals for cruise ships, right? And a lot of them are like Disney has their own, Royal Caribbean has their own. So what they're Carnival now has their own. So what they're doing is they're making one that's going to be a universal one, and they're expanding. So there's a couple of things that they're doing. So the reason they're doing that is they're turning away business because other cruise lines can't get in there because they have some private terminals, right? So, and they're turning away business. And they said next year, Princess and a Celebrity will be sailing out of there. And in 2026 to 2027, they will have their new terminal open, and there'll be other cruise lines there. Right now, they have they're going to have next year 16 cruise ships home ported out of there, which is a lot. But they're in the process of building another 3,000 passenger parking garage, and they're expanding some of their ways in there. Let me tell you something. They're very easy to get in and out of. They do a great job, and I got to give hats off to the port people from Port Canaveral, and of course the police there, the sheriff's department, because we have gone there and saw a massive amount of cars coming out, and you know what they did? Directed traffic, and you know what there was? No more backup. They do a great job. They take care of the people. They're always friendly. You always see them around. So hats off to Port Canaveral doing a great job over there. So I want to talk about that because that's great news. Oh, and it's Captain John Murray. He's the CEO of Port Canaveral, Captain John Murray, and he's the one that did the article. So if you want to research it, Captain John Murray. Okay.
All right. So let's see. Let's move on to Norwegian. So this is going to be their new ship coming out in 2025 as well.
Oh.
So let's take a look
Aqua.
and see what this has in store for us. So I love the color of the ship, bright colors on the outside. And I love how it goes all the way up the top front of the ship. So not only the sides, but it goes all the way up. So I think it's going to be a really cool design and beautiful ship.
So to give you a perspective of the first one you saw, which we told you was over 200,000, this is 153,000. Norwegian's sticking with the mid size,
the Prima size class.
Prima class mid size ship. They less passenger. I'll tell you what they hold right now. They're predicting it's 156,000 tons, 3,571 passengers if it's all up to speed. So with everybody filling the cabins. So if they're about 3,500 passengers, so it's keeping it a little bit smaller, a little bit more customer service friendly. The big ships, though, they don't miss on it. They put the staff on there to handle it. And the length, I don't have the length on it, but yeah, I don't have the length. It didn't give a length on it, but I wanted to get you that, show you where some of the ships are going. So was that New York themed too? That looked like the bow had like the Statue of Liberty on it. So yeah, that's good. That's pretty interesting. I'd like to know how they come up with that name. So we'll actually research that. Okay. Couple things, couple negative things that happened. So we'll talk about this. Just a few days ago, over the weekend, there was a mother that left an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old at home in Texas to go on a cruise out of Miami. Did you see that?
It was Carnival.
It was Carnival ship? Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. And that
has nothing to do with Carnival.
No.
Yeah.
So just people, humans. And so the neighbor saw them leave and did a welfare check on the kids because they thought somebody was over there, and the kids were left alone. And when the police got there, the kids said, "Yeah, my mom went on a cruise." So she was arrested. So can't do that.
Yeah.
Kids are little, but I don't know if you guys know the age in your state, but there is an age where you can leave kids alone. It's somewhere between 12 and 14 before you get in trouble for it. but accountability and stuff like that. I wouldn't leave a 14-year-old home and go on a cruise. So sorry. And then the other thing is Carnival Miracle in Hawaii. They had some passengers at a stop right outside the cruise ship, and a tour bus or tour shuttle. They didn't stop. They missed the brake and hit the gas and crashed into all these people. Goodness. It was a total of 13 people. One did die. Again, not an issue with Carnival.
Not a Carnival thing, yeah.
On National Carnival, it's a humanality thing, and I always say that when we walk around, I'm very leery of that. Like a car coming towards you or bus, all they got to do is miss the brake, and they're stepping on the gas, or if they just miss the brake and they can't stop it, and they turn or something like that. So just be leery of that, especially when you're walking on sidewalks and countries that have the opposite flow of traffic, driving on the left instead of the right. I'm always petrified of that because I can never remember in my brain when I step off the sidewalk, should I be looking to the right or to the left? And I've been beeped up before. And I obviously it was in tourist towns in the Caribbean where they have the British rule where they're driving on the left side of the road. A lot of the locals pay attention to that because they know we're stupid. So, yeah. But anyway, that's the sad thing. So anyway,
yeah, and
positive.
Robert has a cruise coming up this weekend on Carnival. Very exciting. So
which Carnival?
So let's show Celebration Key, just because I think it's been a hot minute since we shown you their new private island.
Yes.
Coming out next year. So if you want to go to it, there's select sailings that will be going to it. So
we're going to
get you on that. So let's show you this.
Perfect.
So I think this is probably going to be the first private island that's going to kind of give Coco Cay a runs for its money, even though Coco Cay is a little bit more slides, the water park side of it. But really, this is the first private island that is going to try to compete with that, don't you think? I mean, because the other ones don't really compete with Coco Cay right now.
Yeah, they're all different, and that is there's a lot of same features of that. Great for Bahamian government and community for chipping in and helping. We talked about this last week about how they let the locals make some decisions on colors and some of the themes and some of the items that will be sold there from local. So great job by Carnival. I can't wait to go there. It does look amazing. What I like about it, it's really close to the cruise ships. If you saw the cruise ships there, it's going to be very similar.
There were two cruise ships. Yeah. They're going to build a port. They're building a pier out because there was one on each side, one cruise ship. So, Robert had answered before I had a chance to answer. Vista. He's going to have a blast on the Vista.
So
we're on the Vista this weekend.
I don't believe we've been on Vista, but we've been on Horizon twice, and we haven't. I don't think we've been on Vista. We've been on Horizon twice. It's Vista, Horizon, Panorama. Love the ship. Love that series of ship. Horizon would go back on it in a minute.
Yeah. So Robert, you know what I need you to do for me? I collect the coffee cups from the each of the ships at their little. They have like a coffee place,
Coffee area, yeah.
coffee area. If the Vista has one, let me know and you can pick it up for me and I'll pay you for it.
I
Because
bet you will.
I
bet she'll pay you for it,
I
Robert.
love those cups.
She will pay you for it.
And I can't get to every ship, but you guys can get to every ship. I at least have somebody going on all the ships. So
yeah, literally, it's a thing. And so some of the other cruise lines as well. It's become a thing. For
like the Starbucks on Royal, so I get all the cups there, and then Carnival has theirs at their coffee shop. So I just like to collect those. I mean, people collect different things. I collect the ship models, but not all of them, just from the series. So anyway,
I collect.
And you can see the one behind us right there. See, I collect the ship models.
Yeah, those are good. Yeah. I collect money. I like to collect money. Oh, the more money, the better.
Oh, God help us all.
That's why I go to casinos, so I can collect their money. So yeah, Robert, enjoy that. Hey, I do want to know one thing. I'm certain of this, but I'm not 100% sure.
What?
Is there a bar in the casino? Because they pulled them from some of the ships, and you have to walk to the sports bar right around the corner. We like the bar in the casino.
He can let us know. He'll text me.
Robert, you let us know on that.
Let us know.
Let us know. If they got a bar in there, take a picture of it, because I'll be excited, because we will switch to the Vista. But Horizon is just amazing ship. We had a blast on Horizon. Let's see what else we have. That's Paradise. That's not it. There was a meeting in Miami Beach, the state of the cruise line industry or cruise industry, and there was the four biggies were there, make up about 80% of the cruise lines, and that was I'll tell you who was there. Jason Liberty from Royal Caribbean, he's the CEO, and then you had Harry Sommer from NCL, he's the CEO, president. And then you had Pierre Francisco Vargo from MSC.
Good job.
So, and they're number 3. And then John Weinstein from Carnival Corporation, not to be confused with Carnival Cruise Line. Carnival Corporation is made up with 9 other cruise lines, the largest in the world. They have Ada, they have Costa, they have Princess, Holland America. They all fall under there, several others. So, but anyway, with them, here's the State of the Union, right? Demand is up. There was a pent-up demand from COVID. Everybody talks about that. 23 and 24 are exceeding any expectations they could have imagined. They have all are looking at, the number one thing they were looking at is green. How do we make the ships more efficient and more environmental friendly? Not just today, but if they build a ship today, it's got to last 20 years. They want to look far into the future. So they had that. They talked about cruise lines, the ships being built, which is amazing. And then they talked about one other thing, sustainability. Yeah, sustainability and the future changes of ports. And they're seeing a trend where a lot of people would rather go to a farther away unique port than go to 4 ports on a 7-day cruise. They'd rather go to 2 to 3 ports, and they're estimating maybe 3 going somewhere. So yeah, there you go. That was pretty cool. That was just last week in Miami. The 4 big cruise lines were there. So
awesome. Well, we know that by the selling, it's hard to book a last minute cruise anymore. People have been asking us why the price is so high, and there you go. Demand, supply and demand. So I've been saying that for quite a few months now. But the pricing is up there. Can't get price. Yeah. I mean, some cruises, if you go off season, you can get a little bit cheaper, but summer months, it's crazy pricing. So.
Yeah, and the other thing is modernization of the fleets with more amenities, more fuel efficient, and more environmental friendly. That was the whole pitch on that. So yeah, cruise lines are expanding and growing. So it is a great industry. All right. And anything more on that unfortunate incident where the guy jumped overboard the young man? No more turns of events on that. Nothing. That's unfortunate. We talked about that story, and I hate talking about stories like that, but. Yep, state of the cruise line. Let's see if there's anything else we had going. Airlines.
I'm jumping to see because it says it was knocking us off, so I'm just checking.
What's going on? Are we still
keep going. Yeah.
Go. So the other thing is, talk about the airlines. Alaska Airlines had a ground stop. The FAA And the reason I'm talking about this is I want you to know that the FAA does a great job, right? Great governmental agency, but they shut Alaska Airlines down for an hour today because they had a problem with their computer system measuring weight and balance. Airplanes have to have a weight and balance. So when you take your luggage, I know everybody gets aggravated, they weigh your luggage, but they got to put so much luggage in so many spaces and so many areas with the passengers. A plane can't have too much weight in the back because it won't stay in the air. It can't have too much forward. That's why it's all secured in there, and they do a great job with it. But anyway, they shut down. And the best story of it is, yeah, it's unfortunate for Alaska Airlines because I'm sure it was damaging for a lot of people. Everything was shut down.